Welcome to Run It Back Philly. DJ Eastwood doesn't need your mother-f***ing intro.
Embiid's fifth foul on Jokic was absolute horseshit. Absolute horseshit. I don't understand referees. Jermichael Green, thank you everybody in the chat. I was trying to think of his first name. The eyes that are on this game. You know the entertainment factor that this game is. You know the ratings that this game is bringing. You know what two players everybody wants to watch. You know why everyone's here. Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic. That's why everybody's here. An official in the fourth quarter of a primetime ESPN game is going to give Joel Embiid his fifth foul on a slight bump in the extended post when Nikola Jokic takes a dribble and just lowers his shoulder. I mean, you're really not going to let these two guys go at it in an ESPN primetime game. Nikola Jokic lowers his shoulder, creates contact, and Embiid gives him a little bump in to say, hey, I'm here too, and you're going to give him his fifth foul? That's unbelievable, and that's terrible officiating, and that's because that's not what people want to see. So he gets his fifth foul right there. Then he gets a massive block, like a possession later. Bones Highland is left wide open once again. Hits again, because why in the world would he miss? He's Bones Highland. He's having a career day against the Sixers, just like every young player has a career day against the Sixers. James Harden turns the ball over with 40 seconds left. That was a huge one, man. Like, before the possession happens where Tyrese Maxey drives baseline and finishes, which was absolutely clutch, we get James Harden bringing the ball down the floor, 40 seconds on the clock, gets, again, quick double team at half court, and he just throws the ball to the defense. This is the player that's one of the best point guards of all time. It's one of the best floor generals of all time. That was put out of his element and threw the ball away with 40 seconds left. That can't happen. We need a crisper James Harden than that. We need a crisper decision making in crunch time than that from James Harden. Sean Quigg on the super chat, thank you for that. You're saying exactly pretty much what I'm saying right now. Harden needs to stop getting frustrated when he doesn't get the foul call. He gets so distracted when that happens. Just keep driving and force the call. He plays a very strategic game. All right, and he is very good at creating contact. The problem with that part of his game is that he's not actually trying to finish the play. When he plays the game like that, he's relying heavily on getting that foul call. And that can't happen anymore in the NBA because these referees are choosing to not call it. I'm not saying it's not a foul. What's happening is the NBA doesn't want 50 free throws. But listen, from a strict business standpoint, from an entertainment factor, the NBA doesn't want 50 free throws per game. They just don't. And if you're so good at manipulating the defender and drawing those fouls, yes, technically it's a foul, but from a business standpoint for the NBA, they're just going to start not calling it. They're just going to stop calling it because for the casual fan that turns on an ESPN game on a Monday night and says, oh, let me check out the Sixers versus the Nuggets on ESPN. Yeah. They don't want to watch guys shoot free throws the whole game. So I honestly believe that's what the NBA is doing right now. Now, we knew last year they changed the rules so Trae Young and these guys can't jump backwards and sideways and everywhere to get foul calls. They're also just choosing to not call things because they don't want the game to be 75% free throws. That's what's happening, seriously. And James Harden, I'm saying all of this because James Harden needs to understand that. He needs to understand that. You're not getting these foul calls. Stop it. James turns the ball over with 40 seconds left. Maxey has a big-time finish over Jokic. Should have got a foul right there, but, of course, it's Tyrese Maxey. He doesn't get foul calls. Barton misses a free throw. We come down with 17 seconds left. Harden again, fronted with the double team, almost at half court. Kicks to Embiid. Embiid, I don't like what he did right there. I think Embiid needs to do something with the ball right there. Shoot a three, do something. He was 3 for 3. He might have missed one after he was 3 for 3. I don't remember, but he was shooting pretty damn good from the three-point line. With 17 seconds left in a game or under 10 seconds at the time, I'd rather have Embiid shoot it than to kick it all the way across the court for Niang, who was smothered in the corner, and he shanks it off the side of the backboard and then gets his own rebound and shoots a freaking two-pointer with 2 seconds left, down by 3. I don't understand why he shot that. But he did. I also don't understand, and I'm sure that's what you guys are waiting for me to say. A lot of people in the chat have said it already since the stream started. Why the hell didn't he call a timeout? Blow 95, I see you. Doc should have called a timeout. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have an answer for it. You get an offensive rebound with 2 seconds left. You have nothing going. You have no three-point shot on the floor. You probably did, but it's George Niang with the ball in a panic mode. You call a timeout. And he didn't call a timeout. He just didn't call a timeout, man. He didn't call a timeout. Got a couple people in the Discord, man. Let's take some calls on the Discord. I never used Discord before for live calls on the show, so we're going to give it a shot, see how it goes. Let's check it out, man. The God of Podcast 88, bro. I got to drag you into on air. There we go. I got this. I can do this. There we go. The God, you in there? Yo. Oh, I put him back. Hold on. Oh, there he is.
What's going on?
What's going on, man? What's up?
So I'm not too mad about this game. I'm a little frustrated, but I'm not too mad. I think we needed this game to see some things. My biggest thing is that I think Doc gotta start showing us some coaching at this point. We finally got some pieces on this team. We got to see some coaching. Timeout should have been called at the end. He's a role player. He's going to panic in those situations. And where's our plays for a 3-point in those type of situations? Like, what are we running in practice for that? I thought Tobias played great. I'm not going to say great. I thought Tobias played good. And we seen him be a lot more aggressive. We need that all 4 quarters. Yeah. If he could do that and just cut out some of the little things like the extra dribble he does if Embiid has a good post up, or when he had the ball in the post and he held it so long instead of getting it out to the open guy that was on the wing and end up, I think, drawing a jump ball, or it went out of bounds one of those possessions. So just little things like that. We got to tighten it up, but we did need to see this, because we need to figure out what we're going to do in those type of situations, who's going to be the scorer. We gotta have something in there for Embiid and Harden, or at least Maxey, in a situation where we need that type of situation. It shouldn't have came down to that. So that's my critique for today, man. I agree with you. Better. We need coaching.
I agree with you. Like, I think you're getting all, you now have built a team that you feel like can compete. You still have weaknesses, I guess, like obviously the bench and stuff, but really in the playoffs you're running maybe an 8-man rotation anyway. And yeah, it's coming down to it's going to come down to the point where it's like, is Doc Rivers good enough?
Yeah. Yeah, and we got to get that bench. The bench isn't great, and we know that. And I don't expect the bench to be better until the summer. I don't expect us to make no moves, really. I don't expect us to really pick up on no real buyouts. I don't even know if there is any good buyouts out there at this point. But I expect the summertime to be where we fix that. But until then, you gotta he'll give us one game where Isaiah and a couple people are playing, and give us another game where it's just this Niang and a couple of the guys we got. It got to be something different, man. You got to stick to either you're going to open it up or you're going to stay with like 6 or 7.
Yeah, I agree, man.
So,
Thanks for the call, man.
No problem. Thank you. Keep it up, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that's a good point, man. Thanks for the call, and thanks for being in the Discord. Anybody else who wants to join in, man, go ahead and join the Discord. Link is in the description. Bravo, Carlos. Thank you for becoming a member of the No Fraud Zone. Yeah, Doc Rivers, especially that last possession, 17 seconds left. He has a timeout, and we've seen this before this season with Doc Rivers, where he has a timeout, and it's under 24 seconds. I know it's James Harden, and that's an elite, one of the best to ever do it as far as half court creation. But you got to call a timeout and set up a 3-point play. I know you can't really blame the game on that possession because you were down 3. I mean, you lost. Like that, it probably, more times than not, you're losing the game right there. But 17 seconds left. You need a 3 to tie the game. You call a timeout and you run a play to get a 3. That's what you do. You don't. I just don't get it. He doesn't call a timeout. We end up with the ball in George Niang's hands. Of course, he doesn't know what to do with the ball. You're not mad at Niang. Nobody's mad at Niang. He's a role player. He's not supposed to have the ball right there. It's supposed to be James, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, or Tobias Harris. There's the play where Aaron Gordon just grabs him, Harden by the arm, drags him out of bounds. No call because the NBA is just not calling fouls anymore. But again, I understand it from a business standpoint. I do. You don't want the game to be all free throws because you want the viewer to be entertained.